Hello, everybody. I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome back to the Russia section of the Farewell Graduation Campaign here in Hearts of Iron IV Kaiserreich. So, let's kind of just jump straight into it. Kind of want to treat this as a working day. Just see how much progress we can make. We're 1 year away, from the great modernization process being completed, and I think it's pretty obvious that this could be. It's going to be make or break for this campaign, because obviously I'm wanting to complete the modernization program so that we can get increased stability and increase the popularity of syndicalism. But the rewards are nice, but it's also a lot about avoiding the punishment of losing political power, losing that huge amount of party popularity, and the internationalists will be less united as well, of course. So it's going to be really bad, but ultimately having 160 factories is going to be its own reward. I mean, we look at Germany here. 163 factories isn't even going to completely get us ready to compete with them. I mean, let's look at Ukraine. If we look at the Ukrainian People's Republic, they've only got 36 factories. Well, I mean, technically more because of the dockyards, but obviously these are the things we mostly are concerned with, because we're not playing a naval game in this particular one. Of course, we're gonna have to figure some Navy stuff out to play Japan, I'm thinking. Of course, I'm hoping with Japan that we can align ourselves with the Pacific states and get involved and help out that way, rather than having to end up eventually going over there and fighting them ourselves, because oh my gosh, I don't, as far as I'm aware, there's no easy way to cheese, taking the United States by 1937, 1938 like you would in vanilla Hearts of Iron 4, which I've done before. Wait, I'm getting an error message from YouTube. Okay, hold on a second. Let's open up the old task manager. What's the problem here? Is OBS being its usual inefficient self? Oh, naturally, it's using the most of my CPU. More than all these Google Chrome tabs, but okay, it says I'm having a memory issue. Aren't we all? Okay, let me just close some things here. I probably, usually when this happens, it's because I just left a tab open with like a long video that I was like not finished watching or something. Okay, there's like a 5-minute video. Of course, what seems like lately with that particular YouTube message is that the error is that it's sending it to me at all, because I think I've said before, I'll go, oh hey, I lost the feed or something, and you guys are actually fine. Okay. I just need to, close all this. And then refresh. No, it's still there. Is anybody having a buffering problem? Because, I think this just might once again be where there's not a real error. The error message is the error. Okay. What is this? No, I don't need that. Let me open the widget here. I don't get it. I do not get it. Okay, well, as far as I can tell, like, OBS is telling me that, Sorry, I just was thinking something about India. So the OBS is telling me that the stream's coming through fine and in good definition, and the audio is working. And I haven't seen anything on the YouTube issue, so I think, it's just another issue where the error message is the error. So we're just gonna carry on. And I figure if it's a problem, one of you will bring it up. Okay. So we got to get to that 160 factories so that we can hopefully very quickly get a good start here on the war. What I'm hoping is that I can knock somebody out quickly. Like ideally, Azerbaijan and Georgia have unfortunately joined the Reichspakt, which is what happened last time, and so that's of course going to be an enormous pain in the ass. But I don't think they're going to necessarily be ones we can knock out quickly. But man, if we can get rid of Riga or Estonia or goodness gracious Finland, although I think Sweden's going to join the Reichspakt, yeah. It's kind of interesting to me how so many parts of some of the outer parts have. I mean, I guess it's just a percentages thing, but I remember it used to be. Maybe it's just playing the game enough that I used to think the Norway on Sweden war was like so fascinating as just because like obviously in the culture of both of those countries that would have had enormous ramifications. Like to actively be in a war, and like anybody who's played Kaiserreich knows, this front can stagnate so freaking hard, and it just becomes a total quagmire. I mean, I guess we wouldn't use the word quagmire anymore. We'd have to come up with some frozen equivalent, right? You're just lost in the Arctic up here, and it would just be this moment of enormous consequence for both these nations. And yet it's like a secondary theater at best during the Weltkrieg, the Second Weltkrieg. Because like so much of... Like I always plan for Kaiserreich games to go different, and they ultimately are fundamentally the same. France, I mean, if it's not a blowout right away, because sometimes an AI nation just really, really screwed up, and you're just like, dang, what happened there? But like what usually ends up happening, you get Germany versus France. France is gonna slowly get worn down over time, but like they do make it last a while out here, and then you're trying to push in the secondary fronts so that you could. You're like, oh, if I close this front, then I can reallocate my resources back to the main front. But then the other side is trying to go, well, I just need to allocate a few of my resources here, and I can make my opponent commit a disproportionate amount. And then all you're doing is creating more Verduns, or it's everywhere. And it's it's difficult. It's difficult. That's what makes it feel so good when you win. All right. So, since I do not seem to have a voting block, the president, Levitsky, is going to have to take charge here. Russians know what is best for Russians. So we're going to just increase the totalism. That's going to hurt us with the Danists. The Danists, though, are... I'm going to look up something here. I want to... I'm not sure. Dang it. Never mind. Okay. We're going to... So yeah, this is going to increase totalism, which is fitting. Yeah, the dentists were doing their economic program. I'm sorry I'm ticking you off a little. I do need to start shoring them up. But I just don't want to hurt our relationship with the communists right now, because we need to double it. And look, we're about to boost the dentists right now anyway, but we need to double where we're at right now with the communists, just so we can set up the theory of victory of socialism, because that's gonna give a party popularity boost, which then indirectly is going to increase our daily political power gain, because right now we're getting 0.13 because we've got 13% party popularity, right? But if we up to 75%, so like the totalists right now, what would be 75% of 30? I mean, I know it's going to be a fraction, right? What's that, like 24? That's not right. But anyway, just the totalists by themselves, by doing that, it's going to give us almost 50%. Excuse me, almost 40%. Just from that, that's not counting the radical socialists and whatnot. So it's like, if we could just get here and we'll read it when we get there, but like, yeah, create the pluralistic vision. I like, that's an excellent word choice, by the way, writers. Wait, no, here, pluralistic vision. That's good, and we're gonna end, and we'll get a flat 50 on top. That's gonna do so much for us sprinting out this last section of the Great Modernization program. All right, we just got to get there. All right, don't worry about the doctrine. Yeah, Tukhachevsky still, Mr. President, the Congress isn't here. Can I talk to you about the military? And he said, jeez, I'm not even at war right now. Yeah, we finished up in Latvia. It's like, hey, we finished up in Latvia. Are you ready to talk now? 13,000 Russians died. Are you ready to discuss maybe lowering that number? There's the Mongolia War too. Yeah, we don't have time for Mongolia. Oh man, poor Tukhachevsky. Sorry, man. Politics has to come first. Ooh, Declaration of the Sublime Ottoman Federation. Celebrations were held in Constantinople today as the Ottoman Chamber of Deputies officially proclaimed the creation of a new federal state within the lands of the Ottoman Empire. The Sublime Ottoman Federation, whose name was inspired by the imperial grandeur of old, is based on the ideas of Prince Sabatin and foreign influences from German, Austrian, and American models alike. Although the new constitution shifts extensive powers to the level of the vilayets, or provinces, many wonder if this will truly mean democracy or just a confirmation of the old aristocracy in their age-old positions. The Ottoman Empire turns over a new page. All right. Dang, some sharp eyebrows. Actually, not sharp. They're like bushy, but they're jagged. That'd be the word. Yeah. Oh no, we gotta figure out this Fate of Latvia thing. The good news is I don't think that there's a cooldown on this. So we're just gonna say thank you for the civilian factories and move on. 127, 33 to go. We're cutting this a little bit close right now. This is why, as I'm saying, it's so important that we can get this theory of victory of socialism. Oh good, the computing machine's done. That's a nice boost. Check this out. Up to plus 22% research speed on August 30th, 1938. Yeah, what was it we said earlier? Born as the 8th month dies. Now we're growing as the 8th month dies. Getting this computing machine. Ooh, that's good for our nuke research too. Very nice. 688. Let's check the production caps. Yeah, we've hit them. We got to do this now. Dang, I don't love the ahead time, but just seeing each gets tech reduced by time 10%. Who's got the most technologies now? That's what I'm trying to check. The South African People's Union has 70 technologies? What? Oh, no. That means that's how, oh, okay, I get it. That means how many technologies they're getting buffs for because they are behind. So incidentally, this is an interesting way to kind of check where you are relative to the entire, group that you're in. I mean, technically, we are not in the Third International. We are the Eastern Front of the Third International. How do you guys pronounce international, by the way? I find I kind of end up putting a little song on it at the end because when I hear the word, it's in the context of the song, right? So like there's that version that narrows it down, right? But it's like that goes the Internationale unites the human race. So like I'm not gonna sing it though, but I find it's like I almost have to tell my tongue not to do it, so I end up going the Internationale. So it's like the I'm starting to rise, and just I don't know. I guess that's like a subconscious thing. But yet I'm mentioning it, so I'm conscious of it. Yeah, so, but it's like if I was reading it on a page, I would probably say this is pronounced the third international. Let me zoom in here. Okay, wait, let me try to get one. Here we go, Norway. Uh, so I would probably, man, I wish the damn white font mod worked. I hate this like border thing. I like when it's filled in. Um, I would probably say the third international. Or maybe get it a little French, right? Because, you know, the third internationale. Wait, I went Spanish with there. I was like, wait, hold on. Gotta get in the French mode. No, you're doing the accent wrong. You sound like you're from Normandy instead of Paris. Yeah, so the third internationale. I feel that's how it should be, but I end up saying the third internationale. Anyway. Riveting stuff on CHG streams. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. And I know we haven't done the tank yet. We're gonna soon. I mean, that buff's not going anywhere. It usually ends up being about the same. I mean, I could probably write up the math at the moment, but the point is, we just need to get factories. And it's like, I mean, if we look at our logistics, look at the tanks. Our medium tanks, yeah, we're building up an excess. We have 429 surplus, just in case you forgot. These are gonna, oh yeah, I haven't switched these yet. Hold on. Armored. Yeah, I forgot to do this. Okay, but you see, dang, how many do I want actually? Armored. Amphibious. No, we're never gonna do an amphibious. I need to find some nation some point that makes amphibious tanks interesting. Truly the most cultured stream. Hey, there you go. That's one way to think of it. Like that cat profile pic. The internet changes, it shifts, it morphs, but the cats are always there. Right, Caesar? It's giving me the look of folks on the stream. Hey, did we not actually switch this? Yeah, Assault Engineer Company. What the heck? I thought we did that ages ago. All right, so we got that. So look, if this was our, let's say we decided to fill this out because this isn't wide enough yet. Wait a minute. Where did the hold on. What the heck? Oh, there. Oh, wait, yeah. Okay. So let's say we did this. No, I'm right. Yeah. I was just doing some math in my head. So where we're at now, this would be a 20 combat width division. You know, 55% hardness. Honestly, I kind of wanted to raise that a little bit, but it's fine. We can live with it. This would cost 300 medium tanks. So even right now, we've only got enough tanks to properly equip one simple division. So I don't think it's really worth it right now to like, oh, we need to get the better model immediately right this second, because obviously the better model is the one that we want, and the lesser tanks, it's like we kind of those will be first to go, right, in the attrition. I mean, they're the ones that are just like one step above French tanks. And then it's going to be whatever we decide to name our T-34 version model. That's going to be, you know, the bread and toast from coast to coast as we make our way to Berlin. So I just don't think it's worth it right now. Why can't I save this? No changes to save. What are you talking about? I'm literally changing it. What do I do? Duplicate? Update? That didn't cost me anything? What? What just happened? No, we did spend it. Okay, that was weird. The Armored Assault Engineer Company is mainly beneficial for infantry support in assaulting urban terrain. Dedicated Armor Engineer Company research is best for tanks. I did not know that, Caden, and thank you so very much for that, because you know what we're now immediately going to do? Let's set up some, like, I don't know, some Russian version of, like, an elite, if it were, like, we want, yeah, Urban Assault Infantry. Urban Assault Infantry will put in, like, its own division, and we'll just have them, or maybe we'll try to have a couple of them in each army, and then just see what we can do about, like, having them go in on specific areas when we go on the offensive. So, like, you know, once we got to get in here, I mean, this is going to be rough. Urban, like, our air support's not going to do much, but just use them for specifically pushing into areas. Yeah. Wait a minute, dedicated armor engineers. Wait, aren't they the same thing, though? Hold on, did I misunderstand you? Because, like, we go here. Oh! I have to still research it? What? Wait, I'm confused. Enables Armored Engineer Company, which don't we have that already? Oh, so there's Assault Engineer? Shoot. Then I must have misunderstood. Oh, man. You know what, though? This actually solves that earlier problem. Or no, not really, because I wanted to do this advanced machine tools. Okay, look, Construction 3 is going to be done in 19 days. What we'll just do is, when we get that, we will then pivot here. New tech. Yeah, it is. So wait, I thought, so then this didn't research from this for us, it was, oh man. Okay, 19 days, we'll switch over construction, it's fine. Just gotta roll with the punches, that's part of it, it's part of it. Let's see here. Hold on, something's going on with the experimental facilities. Oh, the flamethrower tank. Adapted field tactics. We got more army experience off of that. Hold on. Also, let's get this music situation fixed up. You know what? Let's change it up. We're gonna go with the EU4 soundtrack. EU4 just didn't click for me. I guess it's on my mind because right now we're in the part of the game where you're not even at war. It's just like press button. You know, the criticism I used to see a lot about EU4 is, yeah, what a great game. Press buttons and win. It's like, what do you think video games are? I don't know. It's just one of those things like, yeah, you really can have a bad attitude about anything if you try hard enough. Or like, let's see, wait. Unlocks base engineer, which gets the assault engineers, which adds infantry breakthrough extras needed for the armor divisions. Ah, it's a double two. So you need two-factor verification of the technology. Dang, so then if I go to my... Whoa, that's too loud. So even if you go to the... Yeah, you go to Nikolai, right? Who's our research guy we really like? Yeah, Dukov here. You can go up to Dukov, and he's like, finally, after all the memos he sent us we weren't reading, he's like, there's your armored engineer thing. It's like, okay, so how do we make this work for our tank divisions? And he's like, I don't know shit about tanks. Talk to your tank people about that. All right. Meanwhile, Tukhachevsky still. Plot twist, it's not even him. He's assigned an aide to just knock on your door constantly while he's, you know, off doing stuff with war. What is going on here? Oh, Japan. Yeah, Japan's making its moves. Alright. Republicans win the Greek referendum. Okay, good. Inter-party dialogue is finally done. So we can't get Theory of Victory of Socialism right now because we don't have anything that's directly boosting the communists. I won't lie, I kind of was hoping there would just be another one of those random pop-ups to, well, I guess they're planned, they're not random, but that would give me a boost so that I could just immediately take it. So what we're instead going to have to do is, you know, take something else. Central control of the economy. No, we're past that. Dang, what's going to help us? What's going to help us? This boosts us with the communist, but it's going to take the Danis down too, which I think takes us below the threshold. Oh no, we'll actually just be right on the money. But is there... I want something to boost the communists. Legacy of Trotsky, that would kind of throw a bone to the army. 50% cost reduction on land doctrine. I wonder if that would just be for the first one, or like if they stack. It doesn't seem to always work the right way, or the way at least I would like them to. End army factionalism. I mean, any of these would be good. If we went with Fruins, that would help us with the communists. PSR -2. Dang, that's a really big decision. That needs to be its own decision. I can't... This is not the sort of thing you take while thinking about... Oh, Sverdlov! Ah! No. Where can I get some communist help? I think it's going to be this. I think we... Division defense on core territory. Dang, that's good, too. That's really good. SDS goes down 3. They're like the second most powerful thing in the coalition right now. No, they just need to calm down, even though they have the least amount of votes. No, they've had disproportionate power. So here's what we're doing: expansion of the VGPU, which again helps with political power. And remember, all of these base buffs are really, really sweet because of the. Ooh, I just thought of something fucking nasty I could do. Oh, it's a legal play, but it's fucking nasty. I just had a thought. So the reason why those buffs are so good to anything that's, even though I mean multiplicative is better, but just anything that we can increase our raw political power base value gain, it then gets multiplied, which we've got 3 10% on right now, which is awesome. But you know what I just realized? You see how like we don't have a national focus selected here? We let it go by. Now, if I wanted to select this, I believe it's going to cost me 1 political power, right? But right now, while we are not using a focus, we're getting that 1 political power a day back, and we'll have to pay up to 10 to like start it. Like, let me show you guys what I mean. Oh wow, the Greek government immediately got overthrown. Fraternal autocrats. Wow. They had a republic for like 3 days. But here, let me try to show you what I mean. So you see, look at this, look at this. It's only been 10 days. Oh, nice, the flamethrower tank is complete. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about. So right now we have 27 political power. And over the last 10 days, we've been getting about 10.6 a day. Or excuse me, 2.6 a day. So now, if I want to select the national focus, which I do, I want to take this one. This is going to cost me 10 political power. Boom. You see? But that whole time, oh, no, they accounted for that. Never mind. Well, that's good. I wouldn't want to have to start playing that way, where I have to fill up 10 days each time. Okay. So obviously I am not the first person who thought of that strat. Good for the Kaiserreich divs. Saw my ass coming. Alright, now we finished up the construction, and as I said, we're going to come over here and we will, again, throw the army a bone, give these guys the armored engineer companies so that we can really kick some ass. Let's see what it specifically says. Combining engineering expertise with armored protection, armored engineer units are specialized in clearing obstacles and supporting frontline advances under heavy fire. So this is the one with some sick buffs. Alright, we also have now the concessions to the right, to the left. Oh, this is beautiful. I love that whichever one you're conceding to, you get a +2 and the other is a -1. Yes, you do have to pay for it. But that's going to be good because I know eventually I'm going to need these so I could get Ever-Burning Flame, because having the Danis and the VST left both that satisfied, obviously going to be very, very tricky. And I mean, this is a... I don't even honestly expect for us to finish this while the war is still on. This might be something we do post-war, but just to kind of lock in, get that achievement, I think would be fun. Lock in. Gotta get rocked in. That's what I mean. Okay. So let's take a look at the flamethrower thing. Or who's researching this thing? Oh, dang it. Where's the... Here we go. History, flamethrower tank. So, we now get a 100% discount for one design template that can be used for a flamethrower tank, minus 15% discount for 2 design templates for a flamethrower tank, and it'll give us the technology advanced flamethrower. So we now have light, medium, and heavy flame companies. We also have a flamethrower tank module, a device to project a stream of burning liquid. While very useful in urban combat and against fortifications, it offers no anti-armor capabilities. It has to be used by a specially trained crew and a separate unit to be effective. Yeah, reliability minus 5% because, bullet hit. Soft attacks gonna go up, production cost goes down. I mean, this will of course get upgraded later. So it's seeming like, dang, I kind of want to create like maybe we're gonna have like an urban assault tank division instead of the infantry thing. Perhaps. I'd love to get some. God, I have to research all these too. Field hospitals. You know what? Let's just do it now, actually. I was about to say I want to get these in my infantry divisions, and yeah, let's just do it. No time like the present. Okay. Speculation with prices. Oh boy, something that can hurt me with the communists. This will go well. Alright, we're definitely not taking this. Some amount of market freedom is tolerable if necessary, because I'm seeing right there, internationalists will be less united. No. We're not doing that anymore. And it says it cannot decrease forever, so it's like, are we going to break apart? So I think we're backs against the wall here. I mean, what is it, at 3 at the moment? Yeah, they're discontented, so this is unacceptable. Okay, so I probably should read what's happening. Speculation with prices. Water here. Speculation with prices. After mass socialization of the land and factories, prices have been anything but stable, and the distribution of resources even less so. A workers' self-managed economy seems to function well in some parts of the country, and much less so in others. The enmity between urban and rural people has quickly flared up as their fundamentally opposing interests have clashed. The peasants, even though they now farm communally owned land that has simply been handed over for their use, are not terribly enthusiastic about selling grain at fixed prices. The situation is certainly better than in 1918. Russian agriculture has advanced greatly since then, with many farms enjoying far higher efficiency. Higher efficiency and even the usage of tractors and harvesters, but there is simply little reason for the peasantry to produce much surplus. Ironically, the lack of landlords and debt on their backs does mean that there is much less incentive to work yourself to death. This is why vestiges of markets still exist in our system, and they have their abusers, the petty businessmen of pre-revolutionary Russia, or the savvy party functionaries who abuse their positions. The only long-term solution is the eventual spread of socialist ideology to the countryside. But for now, these issues must be approached in a way that does not lead to massive unrest that our enemies could easily exploit. So we could say we need new incentives and positive examples. So this will increase stability, but it'll cost political power. The change in popularity and syndicalism will go up, and the PSR will like this. So it's going to boost us and the left. But like the left, that's the right of the communists. We will strangle them slowly through instruments of power. So that's gonna get rid of social conservatives and liberals. That would basically end those two parties here. So about 7% or 6% is gonna go. Combined, they're at 7 right now, so they'd just be gone. This would help us. This would hurt us with we'd get a +2. It's tempting. It's certainly tempting. And now the market freedom thing, which we're definitely not going to do, would help with anti-socialist resistance. But it's like, okay, if we're not being socialist, what are they resisting? That's the issue. You know what? I'm going to take the political power hit. I mean, because we're eventually going to... I mean, this is what we're investing with all these 10%, right? For moments like these, so that the pain of paying political power is lessened. Yeah, we're doing it. Look at us, 28% stability. We almost look like a nation out here compared to. Let's see how these war. Like, well, let me check in on one of the. Yeah, look, the Yunnan clique, a warring Chinese, faction that's been going at this for I don't even know how long right now. At least they're at 32%. Of course, they're much smaller. We got a lot more to juggle here. The myth of October, the defeat of the Bolsheviks in the Civil War. This is a lore thing, which, like, do you guys want me to read this? Who am I kidding? That's why you're here. The defeat of the Bolsheviks in the Civil War. Let's give it some gravitas. Do the talking head thing. In like a doc. The defeat of the Bolsheviks in the Civil War left the socialists of Russia branded as traitors under the successive governments. From the moment of their defeat, socialists all pointed fingers at each other, looking to assign blame. Mensheviks maintained that the entire revolution was an anarchic mistake from the start, and that in backwards Russia, only the program of socialist opposition within a republican revolution was permissible. Leftist ears, anarchists, and some Bolsheviks argued that the revolution itself was an event to be celebrated, but that it had been distorted by the excesses of the Bolsheviks in power, by the betrayal of the peasantry, by the bloody Red Terror, or by their capitulation to the Germans at Brest-Litovsk. The most intransigent and stalwart among the Bolsheviks defended the revolution to the end, but condemned the betrayal of the left essers and classes hostile to the proletariat, threatening one day to return the favor. In this context, the socialist movement found itself in shambles, persecuted by the whites, disunited, hopeless. Some attempted to adopt strict reformist stances in the radical Democratic Party. Some continued their desperate fight, defending people from the mobs of Svobodniks. There were many attempts to negotiate a Russian socialism that could unite the competing currents, and two main narratives arose. The resurgency of the left SRs as authentic Russian socialism, and the circle of socialists from the old RSDRP gathered around Vladimir Levitsky, defining synthesis communism. Despite agreeing on almost everything, they're in agreement on what matters: to form a lasting Soviet democracy that will not devolve into police terror and arbitrary violence. On and on goes the cycle of hatred. All right. So that means we're a little bit more ready for war. It's gotta kill something, right? All right, the triumph of peasant communism. What? Even if the VST does not have much love for what they see as the reactionary peasant class, our policies have thus far yielded fruit. Peasant organizations under the PSR have largely been cooperative with our policies, And over time, more and more of our own party is seeing the peasantry as a potential ally of the revolution instead of a threat. Towards a better future, we're going to get 100 political power. This is going to modify our anti-socialist resistance. We finally are getting a buff. We're finally getting a buff on it. And the radical socialists are going to get more popular, which is good. Like, we want everybody in the coalition to succeed. Because we're about to begin our theory of victory of socialism. In 21 days, hopefully. Halfway to 42 right now. All right. All right. Now, we're not going to spend this political power yet, mostly because we can't, but we're going to do it to, you know, buy one of these. I don't remember which one I wanted specifically. Oh, yeah, Kollontai was one, and then who was the other one we were thinking about? Gronsky? No, not... Wait, what's this? Party popularity stability modifier. Plus 20%. It's actually cool. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, let me just repeat myself. Say the same thing, but backwards. Then you sound deep. I could get an industrial concern. I could get the cheap petroleum company, but no. Let's stick to the plan, because, as it said, we are bearing fruit right now. Hey, Michael. We're doing Kaiserreich. Just plain old Kaiserreich. Just this complete revamping of vanilla Hearts of Iron 4 that improves it. Just little. It's just plain, though. Shapakino. Shapinnikov. Seas bridge delay. Dang, this guy's pretty good, actually. But no. Hello there, Nietzsche? This might be a good time to start building better rifles. I've really been lagging here on the anti-tank. I mean, this is... The anti-tank, this is really what the factories are about, that I'm gonna have to catch up on building these. Because, I mean, I got a lot to catch up. I've got 2,600 in queue, but they're the cheap ones. And then again, that might be good. I'm gonna need a lot of the cheap ones for frickin' German tanks. I'll have to be dealing with, I'm sure. I'm gonna switch songs. Sorry, that one just wasn't quite hitting. You know what? It's hard to ever not get the better infantry equipment as soon as you can. Yeah. Okay. We're looking good. We're feeling good. The questions of the Cossacks. Damn it. The Cossack autonomies have been abolished, and the Cossack landowners have both lost their excess lands and their military benefits. By the way, since it seems like we've got a chat, we've got a Congress here, this one we're going to put to a vote. The Cossack landowners have lost both their excess lands and their military benefits. To put it shortly, they are now normal Russians, Ukrainians, Turkomans, and so on. Obviously, this has not been taken well, and a sizable part of the Cossacks have refused to give up their arms, leading to skirmishes with the militia. The loudest voices in the worker coalition are calling for total de-Cossacization, seeing the Cossacks as nothing but glorified reactionary policemen. They wish to conduct thorough investigations and imprison any Cossack leader with even a hint of past cooperation with Savinkov, Krasnov, Denikin, or any other butcher of the workers. It is clear this would lead to the imprisonment of almost the entire ruling elite of the Cossacks. And as their lands were distributed to local minorities or Russian peasants, the Cossacks would become an even smaller minority in their former autonomies. Others, seeing the situation as prone to explode, wish to postpone such measures to the future, and for now seek to create social transformation in the Cossack class. They would sideline the current Cossack leadership and promote those from a background more rooted in the peasantry, and encourage them to serve in the people's militia, and continue to serve in the Republic's military after first being given proper ideological training. So we can say we cannot trust the Cossack, or we can say they can change like all of Russia. All right. Hold on. I'm just typing up the poll now. They can change, like, all of Russia is just exactly the right amount to fit on a poll. Guys, we are officially behind the pace. We're at 128 factories, which means we've got 32 to go and only 296 days to do it in. So that means we would need to be building a factory every 9 days now. So yeah, we are in fact officially behind. And in fact, it slightly worries me enough that I kind of want to grab one of these economic laws or projects to get a quick 2. But shit. I mean, we just gotta... How much Mongolia have? We've got like 11, so that's coming down the pipe. I think what we're gonna sneak in Kolentai. And the reason why I'm gonna go Kolentai is because I already know we're gonna have to be on volunteer only for quite a while. Because there's just too many other things. This 750,000 men is gonna, in reserve, is gonna have to cut it for right now. Because, so that's essentially our whole army. So it's like, hey, we're not in trouble. We don't need to go off of a volunteer army until our entire army gets killed, right? Then there's an issue. So we're gonna go with Kolentai to shore up when we hit 150. All right, I think that's enough time for you guys to have voted. And wow, it seems pretty clear. I was expecting controversy. But no, 100% of the vote is for they can change like all of Russia. So that's gonna... But you see, now that gets us further away from Kolentai. That just costs us 40 political power. And syndicalism, which is our base thing right now, is gonna suffer. Now that's not gonna matter once we can create the theory of victory, because we're gonna start getting all this beautiful stuff. Somehow the coalition voted unanimously. You're right. They went, we can change. This can be done, Mr. President. Stability up. We're up to 37%. That's dang. Is that the sun coming out over Russia? I mean, it never sets on it, does it? That's it. You know, sun's going down on one coast, it's rising the other. The death of Kirill, more good news. Yeah, right. It's like, oh, the who? Yeah, I love this. Irrelevant. Yeah, the pretender to the throne, Kirill Romanov's health deteriorated drastically this year due to his arteriosclerosis, a conquest of wounds he received in the Battle of Port Arthur in 1904. Days ago, he suffered the worst heart attack of his life to date and was hurried to the hospital. He did not recover and died today. The funeral procession was held under watch. For us, this means little to no concern. It has become somewhat of a big event for the white sympathizers who mourn their reactionary past. Irrelevant. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that it wasn't like, you know, stability plus 1%. No, I like the irrelevant. That was good. Marx against Muhammad. Uh-oh. Two of the great lawmakers, right? Even if the main enemy in our struggle against gods is the arch-reactionary Orthodox Church, they are hardly the only one. Islam reigns supreme in many southern regions of Russia among Bashkirs, Tatars, and the Caucasian peoples. Many of these regions are deeply conservative and have been relatively self-managing during the Republic, often allying with the establishment parties. No more. The mosques are being closed by the brave workers, and the women are being deveiled by the fervent Zenotidal disciples. Naturally, this has sparked counter-revolutionary outrage, as religious leaders and so-called teachers claim that we are demolishing the very basis of their identity and replacing it with hollow materialism. These regions are increasingly giving their support to the underground white movement. Only a few are involved in armed struggle for the time being, but large groups of people are already involved in passive resistance, in protests and strikes, encouraged by the local community leaders. So we can say no mercy for tradition. That's going to boost the coalition. But again, anti-socialism is going to get increased. Or we can say avoid alienating, which will increase stability and hurt our and help our relations with the PSR, actually. Which is, what's that going to put us at with them? Why are these capital things still here? I guess it's because it's like the Arctic deposit stuff. Unlike this decision, Arctic ore deposits. I thought we already had that. Didn't we already have that unlocked? But I think we can get there anyway. What? Basically, we now have the right to build in our own land. Thank you, Germany. I think we're going to have to take this, guys. Damn. Oh, yeah, you guys are supposed to be voting. Marx and Muhammad. No mercy for tradition or avoid alienating. There we go. Marx against Muhammad sounds like a wrestling match. Yeah. No, we need famous wrestlers. We need Abraham Lincoln versus Jacob from the Bible. I need to look up who was the wrestler who beat Lincoln. Because I think Lincoln, if I remember correctly, Lincoln wrestled like 200 matches and only lost once. I mean, you gotta give people one, right? You gotta do it. Who'd he put over? Okay. A private, of course. His only confirmed loss is to Private Lorenzo Dow Thompson. But look this guy up while you vote. He's the freaking Ken Norton of the 19th century, right? Let's see. Here we go. Detailed account of the match from the wow. So the match was refereed by somebody named Jonathan Moore, and their descendant has the account. Oh my gosh, this is actually quite detailed. You know what? Let's at least learn about the ref. So the ref was born in 1799, moved to Illinois in 1812, served in the Black Hawk War, enlisted in the Mexican War, but his company was rejected because troops enough had already been sent to the front line. At the breaking out of the Civil War, he enlisted and made captain of Company G, 32nd Illinois Infantry, served at Shiloh and other hard-fought engagements. So that's the referee. We'll have to swing back around on the wrestler. King Solomon against Donald Trump. King David against Adolf Hitler. Oh, why'd you delete it? Okay, so that should be enough time for you guys to vote. You avoid alienating. So another political power negative. We're going to go down to minus 60. Oh, I don't think we can get Kolontai. I just don't think we can get her fast enough. It's going to be another 100 days. 100 days, I'll have 189 left. Get like 2 minutes. We're about to get a buff here, though. We're about to get a couple of buffs. We're gonna suffer it. We're gonna suffer it out just a couple more months. Yeah, avoid alienating them. 41% stability. We're almost out of the negative. I mean, it's helping with our gain, too. Alright. I think we now finally have to build a little bit of infrastructure, as annoying as that is. Just checking that there isn't anywhere I already built up. Man, not Vladivostok. I kind of don't want to invest out there right now. Dang it. I think Novgorod. Yeah. Let's build that up. Okay, and then once that's built up... Make this a top priority. I want this done quickly so we can have all 4 running again. Kaluga's nearly full, though. Shit. What do I think of Civilization 4 Beyond the Sword? I've not played that one in particularly. I've played Civilizations 2, 3, 5, and 6. Alright. Interrogation technique. Cool. So we got a couple of that spy stuff, which is nice. What is the freaking problem here? It has to be over 4. Fuck! Nice reading comprehension. Over 4. Damn it. So we need to quickly find something. Improve because of our relations with SRs. Volga agriculture. We need to unite them. We need to unite them. Why would the theory of victory be working? Everybody's discontented right now. Where's... A war on hose has been declared! Our agriculture continues underperforming because of archaic methods and tools! Like, this is us yelling like we just finished, like, fine. Let the Muslims keep their temples, their mosques. We need to talk about this fucking farming situation, which is consuming our whole fucking lives. Our agriculture continues underperforming because of archaic methods and tools. Grain is a valuable commodity for export. And the increase in labor productivity drives the peasant from the farmland and into our true socialist base, the proletariat. Let us introduce mechanization into all fertile regions by any means available. The PSR will protest, but they protest against an inevitability. So, after you unite the internationalists, communists, boom, they're in. Danists, boom, they're in. And it's going to be better because the SRs like us, oh, it's going to go down by 1. It's going to go down by 1. What are they at right now? 10. So 10% of one of the multiple parties in our coalition are going to be upset. Boo fucking who? Trying to get some shit done here. Yeah, religion is guaranteed. Tools are enforced. So agricultural industrialization, a war on hose. Yeah. King Herod versus Nicholas II. The women's section. Oh boy. This is we were just talking about Kolontai. Okay, sell me. I'm gonna put this to a vote, y'all. I want this is just like Kamalov had to argue for his job right here. Kolontai, the passionate feminist, she needs to make her case. Let's hear it. And then you guys are going to vote on it. These are the coalition. Russian revolutionaries have always included many women in their ranks. From the legendary Vera Vigner to the brave assassins of Narodnev Volya. The Socialist Revolutionary Party has had its sizable women's organization active for most of the 1920s, although only now, with the rise of the left, has it turned to real ideas. Excuse me. of women's rights in a socialist context, led by famous left SRs like Alexandra Ismailovich, and Irina Kakhovskaya. The SR's work on gender equality has always focused on ignoring gender altogether, rather than actively promoting the social position of women. It must be said, however, that Maria Spiridonova's leadership of the party has inspired countless young women into politics, especially into the ranks of the SRs. But a strong competitor has emerged, as the famous feminist Alexandra Kollontai and Zinaida Volkova have organized the foundation of the women's section of the VST, the Zenotdil. Kollontai is already known as a fierce advocate of reshaping social hierarchies, opposing the idea of the traditional family, and doing much practical work to give women both more freedom and a deeper understanding of the class struggle. The Zenotdil, in addition to practical matters such as educating women and creating communal laundries and cafeterias, are interested in the broader liberation of women, creating a new woman who is an independent member of the proletariat, an equal ally of her husband and brother. She should scorn traditions such as the deeply patriarchal social hierarchies that exist in less enlightened parts of Russia. Scorn the veil, scorn the faith, scorn any structure that seeks to control women. The activities of these revolutionary women have created some controversy, especially in the Tatar Oblasts, where anti-veil campaigns have drawn the ire of more conservative folk. So, I'm going to let y'all vote on it. The women's section. All right. You go, girls, or keep in party control. Okay. So I was just writing something down. Nope, for myself. Okay. Oh yeah, probably should be vamping, right? Well, be sure to vote, everybody. I'll probably give you like 4 minutes-ish to do that. The good news is none of this is going to cost us political power on either option. Because, man, we need that. We need that bad. Sulamov. Right. Vamping. So last night I almost watched Satan Tango, that movie I had told y'all about, but I think I'm actually just gonna watch it whenever I decide to watch some movies again. That'll be my comeback movie. I did watch the first 10 minutes though, and I thought, okay, I'm very, very interested in this, but I was just looking at how my day's schedule was, and I just didn't think it would be really viable. I mean, technically it still is, because I want to see it, because I'm just giving myself, arbitrary deadlines. Sometimes you just need a deadline even when you put on yourself. And I was thinking okay, end of the month, then I'm going to take a break from some films. And then, let me think though, that's a 7-hour movie. I got work. Yeah, it's just not really viable with work. Well, it's good. What's a good one? What's a good one? I'm not sure. Gotta be more specific. I'm not always know what you're responded to. Adam Smith versus Karl Marx. Yeah, that wrestling match is ongoing. Called China. But I was really interested. So, like I said, I watched the first like 10 minutes, and the way the movie starts, it is an 8-minute long, and it's free on YouTube. Incidentally, I found out, which is cool. I thought I was gonna have to get like a free trial to this, to I think it was Shudder. You know, that horror streaming service. Apparently, that's on there. Which is like, is this a horror movie? So I genuinely don't know. I've kept myself very free of the plot. Other than like I've heard it's supposed to be divided into sections. That's in that you can have like intermissions. But anyway, the way Satan Tango starts is it's this 8-minute sequence of you're watching some cows come out of a building, and then you spend 8 minutes following the herd of cows until like they basically they go through the town and then they leave. And I was just like, how did you do this? How did you do this shot? It was astounding. It was like throwing down the gauntlet to Tarkovsky, right? Because like one of the things that I love about Tarkovsky movies is his usage of animals, the way he gets them to do things that like I genuinely don't know, like, is that dog trained? Is the horse trained? What about the cat? Like, you know, cats are impossible, right? But like it's stunt work in a way. I don't know, maybe it's because I really like that movie Nope, so it's making me think of this. Like the horse training, right? But how do you train a herd of cows to do that shot? Because they certainly didn't seem like they were being controlled by anybody. You know, there was no people in the shot. They were doing things that seemed like it was the random wandering of cows, and then like to get them to pan along in this way. I mean, the camera's moving for so long and it's so steady that you know that the shot, I mean, it must have been set up. They got to be on a dolly or something. And oh shoot, it's been 5 minutes of the poll. And 100%, dang, on a 5-minute poll. That's actually really impressive. Hey, you guys feel very strongly. You go girls, dang, wow. October 26th, 1938, the coalition stood up as one and said, "You go girls." So that's gonna hurt our stability, but we're at 54%. Do you ever think we'd be north of that? And the internationals will get more united and syndicalism will get more popular. So look at that, 49% stability to get to 15 party popularity. I think we've been going up on the stability for a while now, so it's nice to, I guess it's nice to, you know, not nice, but it's like we were due for a little dip. Little dips sometimes happen. But, you know, but line go back up. Yeah, we're cashing in on the stability. Like, oh, what am I don't even know what to do with all this stability. All right. Okay, and more good news. The artillery is now new and improved. You know what? You know what? We're gonna name this after her. The Colon cannon, or the Colontize cannons. Boom, for all the ladies. Dude, bitches love cannons. All right. That's going to be great. That's a really nice buff. Happy with that. What's this here? Armored support vehicle. Oh yeah, we're going to have to actually build this stuff at one point. We do a variant. Just crank it up, baby. No, we should crank up the... Actually, I should do this right. Damn, 200! No, never mind. Just leave it be. Let's not get silly with it. Just set that up. Okay. We're so far back on the infantry equipment. It's ridiculous. Who needs stability? Who doesn't like not knowing what's gonna happen? Okay. Do I want to take this time to do a little bit of armor? And that T-34, maybe not. I think we're actually going to grab another one of these armor supports. Armored maintenance. Yeah. In for a penny, in for a pound. It's going to be the Kingdom of Spain winning over here, it looks like. I haven't seen them win in ages. Damn it, yeah, the CSA's collapsing. Fuck. Well, we might as well send help. Damn it. I want infantry out there. Oh, shoot. Phone call. Oh, I gotta take this. Okay, I'm back. It wasn't an emergency. So what we're gonna do is I want to send some divisions, some infantry to kind of cut their teeth. And, you know, I think those will be the ones who will eventually make our urban assault people. I'm just trying to see who's already pretty well trained up, who's looking good. These two. Yeah, like these names, we gotta give them unique names, you know? And I'm gonna send Tukhachevsky, because I need to get him off my ass. No, he's a field marshal, that's not a good idea. Yegorov. Reckless. Veteran and inflexible strategist. Good enough combat. Good enough plan, will survive combat with the enemy. Anyway, Bruins, what are you doing? Oh, he's the Cav guy, right? Yeah, I don't care about that. Okay, Yegorov. He's gonna take 15 days. I don't remember if that takes 15 days, and also with descending him. Yeah, I could have done that better. Man, this sucks. See, it's great. You see, this is where the momentum shifts because, like, think about it. If I was on the Entente side, I could send 2 divisions to Canada, 2 divisions to the PSA, 2 divisions to the AUS. If we lose America, oh, that's rough. That's really bad for the Third Internationale. Princely Federation win here is kind of neutral. Having the CSA, it's so good. Excuse me. Agrarian industrialization. We're at 130, 30 to go. Again, behind the pace, but we're really investing hard. Basically, again, just a reminder, the idea is that we're gonna is that we're gonna come over here, we're gonna hire Colente, and then after that we're immediately clicking this to get 2 factories going. Because, yeah, this other stuff I don't want. So I'm just thinking. These concessions I really don't want to do. And then we, oh yeah, so we gotta also go into Mongolia. I think Mongolia is gonna end up being the key. A quick 11 factories, or however much it is. Alright. Y'all are in Maryland. Let's give you guys names now. So this is going to be Lincoln Brigade. And we'll have the other one be Reed. Reed Brigade. What about Latvia? We already took Latvia. And then the frickin' Germans took half of it. So then we got screwed. Yeah, nuts and bolts, we got screwed. See? So Riga expanded when we went in. And we can't go into Estonia or Finland because that would trigger the war, the bigger war. We're obviously not ready for that. Alright. Gosh, I'm so nervous. Hey, we finished our cipher for fighting Germany. Ukraine 960. Yeah, that's gonna take a little while. Okay, we finished up the infrastructure thing though over here. That's great. 131. It's 30 days, so we're been stuck on civilian economy the whole damn time too. There we go. Officially, the CNT is down. Gotta get it to 150. Gotta get to 150. Gotta get to 150. Gotta get to 150. All right, agrarian done. Finally, the theory of victory of socialism is in. Levetsky's pluralistic vision is the best hope for a socialist, internationalist Russia. Only by combining the powers of all of Russia's revolutionary forces can we hope to stand up against the stronghold of capital in the West. Recent discussion has sought to broaden our ideological alliance even beyond this task. The chairman's opinion will be crucial in determining the party's line. So we're going to give the event the path towards the communist society. Our coalition partners will now provide 75% of their party popularity, and we're going to get 50 political power. So in 35 days, I mean, hopefully in less, right? Wait, no, 60, yeah, okay. So we're just now going to rush through this focus, and in a month, so like at the end of the year, as we head into 1939, we're going to then hire Kolentai, and, wait, what is this? Ooh, these are ones that give factories too. Active for 180 days. So that's 60 days from now. Oh boy. Things are gonna get so dicey. Oh, the fate of Latvia. I mean, you know what? Let's make a save file and just see what's gonna happen there. I think we're gonna hold on to it until this program is done, though. This music is kind of exactly what I need right now. Fate of Latvia, if we liberate them, they become a puppet, or we could just do nothing. Yeah, so that was it. Yeah, it just goes away. So let me load that. Uh-oh, somebody's writing a manifesto. Don't we already have a manifesto? Why you gotta be writing more manifestos? It's just gonna create arguing. Oh yeah, I like this one. I like that the llama is center frame. You know, I mean, you draw an X, you draw a horizontal, like, the llama is the star, right? It's about that llama's point of view. Okay. We're not modifying. What? We're having issues with our garrisons now? Seriously? Oh, in Latvia. Why am I doing this? It should be cavalry out there. Should fix that ages ago. Tukhachevsky's still knocking at the door. Yeah, dismiss that, dismiss that. Oh my god. Activates mission ultimatum from the left. Fucking shit. We're about to get screwed. 13 days, how many are left on this? We just got screwed. We just got completely fucking screwed. We were about to figure out this third... Damn it! Maybe it's triggered by me doing this theory. The honeymoon of the VST is over. Yeah. And now there's the rest of the marriage. The fun. The VST is over, and as daily political questions require constant compromises, some have grown increasingly disillusioned with Levitsky's leadership. What began as sectarian complaining has turned into a full-scale ultimatum as Gregory Zinoyev and 17 other communists from the left VST gave Levitsky's government a warning. They have little trust in the current political direction, and if their demands backed by the proletariat of Russia are not met, they will withdraw their support from Levitsky and the VST. This threat could at worst lead to the collapse of the Workers' Coalition and the VST. The demands focus on ending the permanent state of compromise with bourgeois forces. They demand a transition into a fully planned economy and the ban of remaining private enterprise, state atheism, and the removal of reactionary parties such as the Socialist Democratic Union from Soviets and the Congress, increased powers for the People's Militia, and further investigations into the military to remove old Republic-era generals who may harbor anti-socialist sentiments. The manifesto is also supported by Sverdlov's party. It is obvious that accepting the demands would be full capitulation to the left wing of the VST and would almost certainly lead to a split with the right wing. But many of the demands have support among the socialists, even in Levitsky's own faction of the party. The manifesto is being distributed in the streets of major cities as we speak, as field organizations supportive of Zinoyev's arguments are mobilized. Let's hear what they have to say. So it immediately cuts into a -4. Immediately. Fuck me. You couldn't wait 42 more days? Well, then again, when did the revolution happen? 36? Wasn't it still 36 or early 37? Damn. I wish it was a... damn. Well, we need to pick another focus then in the frickin' meantime. Zinoviev is second in command. We might have to just bring him in. Decreased cost of industrial decisions. He's getting cute. Too cute. We're going to have to end up taking this. Oh, sorry. Social Narodism. What is the play here? What is the freaking play? Payable's theorist. It's ages from now. Something with the industry. Something that's going to help us there, you know? Who is into radar? I'd love to hear from that kind of person. Attaché to America. Too late for that. We didn't invest in CSA. We invested in ourselves, and now it's coming back. Get a research bonus for industry. It's not really going to help me right now, is it? I mean, maybe on excavation. Electronic calculating. It's time. The western and central regions are the backbone of the economy. We need to have more things available for us to click and build so we can get the count right. 131 to go. Or 131 down. 240. Yeah, we're behind the pace. We're going to need decisions, industrial decisions. Okay, fine. Might as well rip the Band-Aid off. Go. All right, so concessions to the left. Appoint true believers. Okay, thank goodness. Some of these are instantaneous. So actually, can we maybe just get this fixed immediately? +2, +1. No. Kick them out of the coalition. Damnation. If in 90 days the following must be true, we have to negotiate peace, complete the focus, mend the Marxist rift. Where's that? Where's that one? Mend the Marxist rift. But we can't get there unless, yo, you fuckers! Shit! We didn't commit to this from the beginning. That's what this fundamentally comes down to. We didn't plan on the ever-burning flame from day one. We brought in the frickin' Social Democrats, and now look at us. Look at this. This 7% popularity party is running the whole frickin' organization. Operation against the Bolsheviks. Totalists will leave. Appoint advisor Mikhail Fruns. Wait, isn't that good? It's gonna hurt us with the Danis. But then if it hurts us with the Danis, then we also can't do it. Yep. I think we finally hit the game over zone. We had to do this from day one. We're not going to have to, I mean, we're not going to go to 1936, but I think we have to rewind at least to the revolution. The good news is we'll get back really quickly. I know it took us hours to get here, but we'll get back very, very quick. Does anybody remember when I did that speed run in Suzerain? In fact, I'm going to look that up real quick because there was like one decision I did wrong. And then I got us back in a matter of time. Hold on, I want to look this up. Here we go. Suzerain. Yeah, Suzerain speed run. Millennialist edition, accelerations, achievements, and it's all for the people. That was 3 hours and 18 minutes to catch up on a 28 episode campaign. How many people watched that? 5.3 thousand. Hey, Darkside. So basically what has happened is we've been trying to get down to the ever-burning flame. That's the achievement that you get. It's like for if you manage to hold the coalition together. And we were about to take the theory of victory of socialism, which would have essentially locked us in for victory. Like eventually getting there at some point because we'd have a bunch of political power. Everybody would be truly in. But we just got an event where there is... where essentially the hardline communists are making demands or they're about to leave the coalition. And one of the ways to fix it is we have to mend the Marxist rift. But in order to do that, we first have to achieve theory of victory of socialism, which we cannot do because when the communists just made this threat, they went down -4. So they're not pleased and will not do this. So we were 35 days, less than 35 days actually, from getting the win. And now we're screwed. So we might seriously have to completely go back to the revolution. Now that's not necessarily true yet. We're gonna develop these heartlands. We're gonna see what we can maybe get done here, but I don't think we can fix this in 89 days while simultaneously completing the Great Modernization program. Now there are events that can pop up. We don't know what's going to happen. Like right here, backing from the SRs. Our allies in the SR can give our faltering coalition the political backing we need at the moment. So our relationship with them is really good. They're saying, you know what? You've invested in us. Time for us to reinvest in you. Political power in the Danis. That's going to be good. It's just going to take 5 days. And, oh wait, no. It's immediately there. Great. So now we can get Colonte, who we've been wanting, right? Renaming campaign. Oh, sweet! The Ministry of Culture has been quite active lately on autonomous regions. The native language spellings of their oblasts and cities has been made official, rather than the old Russian spellings. Some large city names are being changed to no longer honor reactionary emperors and white generals, but to honor the freedom fighters and revolutionaries of the past. So, Sorinsia will be now Minigrad. Oh, that's great! That's great! I've always thought it was so annoying that Sorinsian keeps that name. Ekaterinburg will now be Chernovsky. Simbirsk will be Ulyanovsky. Novokolaevsk will now be Novosibirsk. Vladikavkaz is now Zhuaodzinkao. Grozny is Sholzagala. Petrovsk is Ansikala. And Ust-Selutsk will now be Skytyvdin. A change we can all agree on. Yes, look, see, the coalition works. Okay, so we got that quick one there. That's going to take 5 days. We can also appoint true believers. That's going to hurt us with the Danis. That's the problem. That is why I don't want to just click that. We can abandon the social chauvinist, pseudo-socialist fellow travelers are only slowing down the revolution, sabotaging it from the inside. And the thing is... it'll uncomplete invite Zeller. It'll uncomplete? Over here? Well, I guess we never hired him anyway. It's just so annoying because look, there are 7 here, but within the coalition, there are 5, and it's like I want to spend what I invested in them, but I think we might just need to call it a loss. Stop throwing bad money after, or good money after bad. So if we abandon them, that only boosts us with a 1 with the communists, and it hurts us with the Danis. It's really not worth it at all. Yeah, because it's just net 0. I mean, it hurts the... I mean, I guess the Danis can afford to take a hit, and it'll be at exactly 5, but man, I really don't like this. This one is going to then be a -2 on them. That's worse. This one really sucks. Ideological restriction. I mean, like, that's... You're losing... I mean, I guess it gets rid of the Social Democrats and the Liberals. I can't afford it right now anyway, so who cares? Operation against the Bolsheviks. The Totalists will leave. No, we need them. They're, like, so strong. God damn. I think we're screwed. We're getting 2 a day while we have a focus, though. War over the Central Committee. Yeah, sorry. We don't have time for voting on this. Especially... the demands can take... Right now, we're trying to see if we need to not restart, but, like, go back a year and a half or not. The demands continued for reshuffling. It's turned into a haven of scheming. We can stay above and we get stability and the communists get stronger. Communists are who we need to boost right now, so there you go. Shit. Demands from the Danis. They want to keep their... Oh my gosh, everybody's got a fucking problem, don't they? We have to complete Mend the Marxist Rift. Because there's only one of the following that they do will be true. War on the peasants, patron of the Intensia. Levitsky meets Kamenev. Levitsky guided the Mensheviks to revolution. Kamenev persuaded the Bolsheviks back to the Popular Front. Now it's all under threat. This central thing, it's like it's spooky. You know what? This is where you guys will vote. It was Kamenev who was able to persuade at least part of the Bolsheviks back to the Popular Front. Now it's all under threat. Levitsky's hope is that Kamenev, who is very close to Zinoyev, could act as mediator between them and attempt to defuse the situation somehow. Kamenev was skeptical, warning of Zinoyev's ambition and stubbornness, and that he can try, but that is all. He refused to publicly take a side. He is still respected as the leader of the left wing of the party. And the fear is that if he supported Levitsky, it would only lead to Zinoyev's voice growing louder as the spokesman for the radicals in VST. Instead, Kamenev promised to mediate in case Levitsky fulfills at least some of the demands, not to entertain Zinoyev's ambition, but to show that the party leadership is responsive to the demands from the ground. After all, is it not merely a Zinovieite claim that the current leadership exists in an ivory tower, acting as the intelligentsia and detached from the reality of the working man? Alright, so I'm gonna leave. You guys are gonna vote on this. Seize apparatus of state. See, I don't think just the pure... I'm not... Seize the state. Whatever that... I feel like this is a little vague. This could be more clear. But I'll let you guys vote on it. Let's see. We must get... To protect the revolution. I mean, gives us political power, basically saying it's going to pay for one of these for us. You know what? I think we need to... I mean, here's maybe where we just have to be spending on the... This, oh, it adds days, which is nice. Adds 3 days to coalition from the right, adds 15 to the left. We could just go 1-2, quick 1-2. Possibly. Web meeting. Got some factories open. What's going on? Got more space here. But in reality, let's see, 5. Where are we gonna build this thing? It's infrastructure. That was also inefficient. I need to be having things queued up before, you know, ahead of time. I don't want to build too close to the border here. You know what? We're doing Vladivostok, even if I might regret it. Regret that later. It's got the space. All right. Wow, it's really, really tight. It's 50-50. You guys are showing me. We're gonna find out in the next 15 minutes. And I'm probably gonna stream on Sunday. I'm trying not to influence you guys on the votes, you know. Dun, dun, dun. Just make an executive decision and be the tiebreaker. Well, first off, hello, Chow Mein. Welcome to the chat. But no, I mean, you guys... I'm leaving it to the Congress. You're abandoning your responsibilities. Like, we're trying to do a coalition. Look at all this crap I have to juggle. I mean, it's a whole Congress, but figure if this was just how many representatives each of these had. So there's 2 communists, 5 Danists, 9 social revolutionaries, 5 social democrats, 7 Bolsheviks. What? Honestly, the Bolshevik thing has kind of confused me a lot. But you guys can't. Then again, it's a vote on a private decision because it's like a personal meeting with Kamenev. You guys are not in the room when it happens. Maybe we need to do it the Iowa caucus way. Just flip a coin. You know? I mean, how important could one decision be? I mean, this revolution's been going on for over a year. I'm going to give you guys until it says there's been 5 minutes on the poll, and that's when I'm going to stop it. was that Jacob Brown's vote should count for more since he contributes to the collective more as a mod. Wow. Jacob, are you is that your alt account typing or what? Well, that is fascinating. I think this might be the first time in my life I've ever heard somebody say listen to the mods. Usually the mods are the people like well then, Jacob, Jacob said no, not that radical. Okay, so you see, now he's refusing to say who we vote for. Who we voted for. He said secret ballot, bitch. Couldn't volunteer his vote. This is now reminding me of I thought it was so great in one of my favorite sequences in all of A Song of Ice and Fire is when they're electing. Like, should I worry about spoilers? No, fuck that. Is this series a classic or not? What, just because it's not done? But there's a scene. It's when they're voting for a new Lord Commander, and of course, Storm of Swords. Like, that book is so damn good. And at one point, somebody votes for this guy, Dolores Ed, who nobody would seriously want. At least he wasn't a preferati, let's say. And somebody voted for him, and then he gives a speech where he basically said, "Stop fucking voting! Don't fucking do this!" And then he gets more votes the next time after he tells them to stop. Totalists are seeping into our cabinet, and sure enough, because you guys have said we are going to seize the apparatus of state, so I don't know what that means. We are in uncharted territory right now. How do we protect the revolution? How does this happen? Dang, I want to take these two real quick. Just boom, boom. Because we got a freaking... We have to get down here. We have to get down here, and that's going to take over 7. Shit. This is completely stopping our whole plan to... You know what? We should have been setting up the attack Mongolia anyway. Alright, to protect the revolution, informal young guard. Okay, basically, Sulamov will become the leader. What? We're getting rid of Levitsky. Theorist of the new paths. We're going to... Civilian modifiers going to go down. The informal young guard of Levitsky's supporters, the group for defense of the revolution centered around Daniel Sulamov, has seized power. After Premier Levitsky's resignation, Sulamov's government carried out a bureaucratic coup. The Sulamovites took over major positions within the VST by utilizing their control over the executive branch, declared a state of emergency, and dismissed the Congress temporarily. There were vehement protests from all factions of the Workers' Coalition, both from the VST and the Socialist Revolutionaries, but none of it seriously threatened Sulamov's power grab, as he very quickly started to normalize the situation and kept many members of the other factions in their positions. In fact, in the first radio speech by Sulamov, he called for unity and explained that his government saw it as their responsibility to maintain the stability of the republic in the face of political turmoil. But by no means do they wish to take power for themselves. Quite the contrary, he declared that the All-Russian Union of Labor would be organized around its goal, defending the revolution and its achievements rather than any ideology or dogma. Anyone, regardless of their political affiliation, who shares this goal is an ally. Our mission is the revolution. Nothing more, nothing less. So, we now have a young firebrand that's going to boost our production efficiency growth. So that's going to be great for our industry, especially when the war comes. Political power gain plus 10%. That's, boy, we love that. VST becomes a ruling party, which it already is. There will not be public elections. And instead of VST factionalism, it'll now be streamlined. And I think the factionalism has been hurting us, yes. Or political power gain plus 9.5, stability minus 5. But now we'll instead have even more political power. The stability modifier is going to go up 10%, which we already had under Levitsky. So we're going to get that and more. I mean, his ability is modifier. Dude, sorry, you were the transition, man. On February 28th, we're doing this to him on his birthday. I mean, not in-game birthday. And then we're going to appoint Sergei Kirov because Sulamov's not going to be down here anymore. Who's going to reduce the consumer good factories factor by 10%. That's big. Infrastructure, because civilian factories are both going to get built better. And it's going to automatically appoint Mikhail Tukhachevsky. More army experience, more division attack, and it hurts syndicalism. Yeah, but we're all about to be one big coalition, so who cares? Oh, take care, Miche. Hope she's well. This is actually seems like the best case scenario. I mean, yeah, there's a negative, but everything's a freaking negative. Our war support is down. Okay, we're not going to war right now. Tukhachevsky finally forces it. So this was basically Sulamov and Tukhachevsky just cooed my ass, saying, look, you've been good for 2 years, but, I mean, damn. New man in charge. Let's learn about this guy. Born January 2nd, 1890, in Minyar Orenburg. So he is 48 years old. He's in his 40s. All right. Not a gray beard. No beard at all, actually, it seems. Daniel Yegorov Sulimov hails from a metalworkers family and joined the RSDRP, like many other working class men in Chelyabinsk. When mobilized with the army, he acted as an agitator and quickly joined the October Revolution. During the Civil War, he served in various roles organizing the industries of the Ural region. After the Civil War, Sumilov was sentenced to imprisonment for his role in the political department of Voroshilov's Fifth Army. After his sentence, he immediately joined the Radical Democratic Party and returned to his activities in Chelyabinsk region industrial unions. Sulamov, known as a brilliant organizer, rose in the ranks and became Vladimir Levitsky and RDP Radical's second-hand man. Sulamov has continued his mentor's communist synthesis, but which is to create a more efficient party structure with less factionalism. Just wanted the song to end there. So here we are. Same nation, just a new president. All right. Levitsky, yeah, you know, it's just like the white generals. Just had to put him out for retirement. Oh, geez, have I not assigned people this whole time out here? Okay. So that is going to be really good. You know, that opened up. We now have... Well, we don't quite have 5. I thought we had 5 lines going. We almost have 5 lines going. We're nearly full on this Petrograd one, so that's really helping with our acceleration rate, which is, you know, what we are trying to do. Wait, do I only get to select the concessions thing once? What? I'm so confused. I think we really are just fucked and we need to go all the way back. Against the anti-social intelligentsia. Oh, here's where we can purge these fucking social democrats who we're about to boot anyway, I think. They're certainly not useful. The role of the intelligentsia is to act as the spark, the inspirator, the instigator of the masses. A Russian socialist more than anyone understands this. Thus, he also understands the danger it poses if the most educated layer of society is allowed to spread harmful and socially destructive ideas. Obviously, we support freedom of the press, as long as it does not preach counter-revolutionary talking points. But sadly, this is becoming increasingly common. Even in self-declared socialist publications. This is a mere symptom of the counter-revolutionary thought spreading within the Russian intelligentsia, who seem to be turning against the revolution after realizing its true implications. The solution is simple. Deeper conviction will be required. The Academy of Sciences must be purified from counter-revolutionary ideas, and the same goes for the universities and the press. They will need to be affiliated with a legal political party in the future because neutrality in the question between the proletariat and the bourgeois simply means accepting the oppression of the working class. So we can create a terror, or we could say restrictions are needed but not violence. Honestly, these are the 2 real options for what we're trying to do. So the question is it going to be purge or restrict, okay? Okay, what to do with social democrats? All right, I'll give you guys a couple of minutes. I guess that'll probably be the last thing we vote on for the day. So I'm hitting high noon. I have several things I need to do. Oh, geez, they're almost in 1938. I'll tell you, though, if we can pull off this modernization program, it's going to freaking hit like crack. It's going to feel so good. And now I'm wondering, man, New Russia, like this new Russian socialism I thought was good, but it ultimately united us less. Most of the VST hates this. I think maybe if I had said, yeah, oh, that other decisions 10% less is really dang good. Each 10 less. But the 33 is better, it just hurts stability. Stability's too high, if anything, right now. But seriously, like, I think if we restart, and the main thing being just don't take these three, and instead, kind of quickly come down here, try to at least rush. We need to rush the theory one, and then the rest would fall in line, like this industry stuff. Social Democrat might not be true socialists, but they aren't evil totalists. Yeah. Well, let's see. It looks like enough people have voted that one in the other direction isn't going to matter. We are voting to purge, so we're going to create a terror. So research speed's going to hurt for a year, but it'll increase our stability, increase syndicalism, and the SDS, who we're probably about to boot out anyway, are going to be happy about that. Feels like the communists are not actually getting happy. I think we're just screwed. That's just what it is. Abort to complete. If not completed, collapse of the center. Collapse of the center. Yeah, we were just a little bit too little too late. Sometimes in a game where 35 days could be the difference between life and death. What was this? Let's say these were 35 days each. We did that 3 times in the wrong direction. Like, we could have still gotten this. I think what we ultimately would have needed was to go down here and then do this later and not come here. I mean, yeah, this was far left. It was extremism. So was this. It was wrong to go down either path. Alright. Protect the permanent revolution. Oh, that'll finally get rid of the lack of officers. That's nice. Central command. Oh, yeah. I was going to take this. Let's try to get here, dang it. Try to... Our finest hour, shut up. January 4th, 1939. I still haven't done my tank. I need to get the tank going soon here. It's finally time for this. The second Baku? What? Oh, here we go. Yeah, oil. This gives me 1 factory. It's just 10. Maybe I should do it. 1, 2, 3. They're all civilian too. 1, 2. We just gotta rush through this and then do the click towards the planned economy. Basically, the Social Democrats are pissed. Man, the Spanish Civil War's over. The Don Cossacks just declared independence. We can march in hard and fast. Increase the number of units, the free arsenal gain, rip the amount of stability we lose at wartime. march in hard and fast, take it slow, and contain. Either way, we're taking some serious penalties. Take 100 command power. I don't have that much anyway. Harder, faster. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just like on edge about this. I want to see if the industrial decision thing stacks, because then it maybe will be ultimately worth it. And I'm not going to take anything right now, but then we're going to get a count, because like right now we have 60. We can get with 60 we can create 4 factories in 60 days, so we would functionally be at 139. 60 days. We still have 190 to go here. You know, it's just all about the count. It's all about the modernization. Although the center is going to collapse in 18 days. On the right, I think getting that ultimatum ultimately is just plain and simple what screwed us. Mongolia and Tibet. Oh yeah, it's just... We're going to get 11 from here. We're not going to win this war in 18 days. Yeah. They're like KFC, too greasy. Way too greasy. Operation against the Bolsheviks. Adds 15 days. The Bolsheviks will basically be gone. Makes totalism more popular. PSR goes down. I think this needs to be done. And because we've done that, actually, that's going to save us having to go... Oh, it's gone. Wasn't there a thing right here to appoint an advisor? So that just got decided for us. Cool. Yeah, let's appoint true believers. That's going to stave us off from the left, but now the Danists are going to demand something. Rebellion spreads to Kuban. Move against them, avoid outrage. They must be made into an example, no mercy. Yeah, we're going to do this to fix the anti-socialist resistance. So we're going to have a nasty fight. We just lost more men. We lost 3 times as many men right now in the Cossack lands than we just did in Latvia. If I counted that correct. We came for the Khan's legacy. Yeah. Yeah. I remember one of my most popular videos ever was explaining how Mongolia works in Kaiserreich. And I showed how, you know, just by going down its focus tree, you can actually end up conquering Russia, Japan, and all sorts of crazy stuff. Here it's the other way. This is the revenge against the Golden Horde. Has not purged the Social Democrats. They're not even in my... Oh, no, they got booted. No, the Totalists are gone. The Totalists are out. Well, that's it. We lost. We fucked it up. We fucked it up. Coalition of 2. What a joke. And, well, let's at least see what's going to happen when we get ultimatum from the right. Wait, the Bolsheviks declare support. Wait, so they're back in? I guess? It's like, it was so over and we're so back. It's just like 2 days. What? Ultimatum from the right. Ugh, I don't have anything to expand them. And now we're fucked. We finally couldn't do it anymore. It's not like we were going to get to the end of the Marxist rift anyway. It's so over. We're so back. It's my entire experience with the Russia update. Yeah. Absolutely. Committee for Defense of the Revolution. Hold on, it changed it. Now it's called the Generation of the New Revolution. Will he step down as promised? Or not? And Germany has to not exist, but... Well, yeah, did it? It changed the name of this. Yeah, so we lost. We lost. We weren't able to keep Levitsky in charge. We lost. Shit. Okay, so let's find out, just so I can know for next time, where exactly we need to be. Great Modernization Plan starts. Green Partisan, DC Falls, Manchurian Curse. October Revolution timestamp. This is over 2 years earlier. Detroit, Israel. Oh yeah, well, a lot of cities like that, they get exaggerated. That kind of works out nicely. It ended up being a 2-hour stream because I wasn't able to start right at the top of the hour anyway. So yeah, it all evened out. Oh yeah, look, when we're still the Green Socialist Republic. Okay, so we gotta wait for the. Okay, no, then this isn't where we were exactly. Green Partisans, Manchurian Curse. Okay. Let's do, what's something I ended up getting later anyway? Modernize the railroad. Yeah, let's just do something like this and then see where the pop-up happens. Forming provisional government. Or, oh, you know what it was? You know what it was? I know what it was. I think. No, these are still always false, so we can't correct the course of history just yet. Socialist Revolution in Russia. Samarkand's asking for help. I believe we decided we were going to invest in that. Siege Kronstadt. Through struggle you arise. Red flag over the Kremlin. There we freaking go. So we need to rush down this way, I think. So we're going to do something. We're going to call this Russia Resocialization. So the goal will be, you know, when we get the pivot, we're going to create the Grand Coalition, and then the Grand Coalition is going to go heavy into the industry from there. So politics first, then industry. I think we just had those backwards. And in the long term, it's going to be better. Well, what? Okay, so that's it for today. I'm Conquering History Games. I will see you guys maybe Sunday? Yeah, we're going into the weekend. Probably Sunday morning. I'm not sure what my... yeah, I got to make several phone calls. So let's just say Sunday morning for now. I'm Conquering History Games. You all enjoy your weekend. Bye.